As you just heard, the White House is backing the Democrats' plan put out by Harry Reid. The Republican leadership under John Boehner put out their own plan. But as of tonight, they're rewriting it. And we don't know if it's going to pass tomorrow, if it comes up on the floor tomorrow. Joining me now is Congressman Tim Huelskamp, who is going to vote against his own speaker's plan. Thanks so much for being with us. What's going on in the House? John Boehner's plan, the Congressional Budget Office says, you know what? It's not going to save as much money as we thought, under $1 trillion. So now he's got to rewrite it. You weren't going to vote for it in the first place. Is it going to pass?
Well, we'll find out. And that's one thing about the House. At least we have a vote. You know, the Senate hasn't had a vote. They haven't passed a budget in 815 days. The president has ideas, but nothing down on paper. And, yeah, we'll have a vote tomorrow. I don't know if it passes or not, but what we need to see is a long-term workable solution like cut, cap, and balance, which has passed the House.
But that's not going anywhere. Cut, cap, and balance passed the House.
Harry Reid was afraid to bring it up for a vote. I mean, bring it up for a vote, Harry. Why are you so afraid of letting people? That's what's happened in the Senate. That's what frustrates me as a freshman, that these folks aren't taking any votes. And Harry Reid's proposal might not pass. Have a letter from 4 senators say, hey, that's not going to pass over there either. So they need to have a full open debate in the Senate about the budget and about the future of our country.
But you heard what Jack Lew was saying. You heard what Mitch McConnell was saying, which was essentially you can't have everything you want. Tax increases, Congressman, are now off the table. So what is it you need to raise the debt ceiling?
Well, it's what America needs. None of these plans actually ever balance the budget. They don't plan on doing that.
But
they only balance
6 days, we're not going to balance the budget.
No, we're not. But in 6 days or longer, reports came out today. It's really not 6 days. It might be longer. We don't know. We asked the Treasury Department to provide us numbers. They refused to provide us numbers. But
Jack Lew said it is August 2nd.
But the Treasury Department has the numbers. We called his office. He said, well, we don't know. Call the Treasury Department. But I don't want to argue about that. But the point being, we need a long-term solution. That's what S&P and Moody said. They said it's not about just raising the debt ceiling. It's about showing a workable, long-term solution. And when we're spending 42 cents, borrowing 42 cents out of every dollar we spend, it's a major, major problem. And we need to focus on that. And I'm glad Washington is finally looking closely at the problem. It's a spending problem, and hopefully we'll pass something that would deal with the problem.
Well, but here's the question. You have 6 days left. You know how Washington works. Nothing's going to get done that's big in 6 days. Would you be amenable to passing something shorter, say for a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever, getting you through so that you could come to a larger deal? Would you vote for a short-term increase then?
No, I think the House has done its work. It's cut, cap, and balance. I would consider something like that if Harry Reid would actually let senators actually be senators and have a debate on that. That's the problem. I go home and people say, have you passed something? Yeah, we passed 2 budgets this year, and the Senate has passed none for 2 years.
It's not just you. It's the entire Congress. So say you've done your job. Oh, let's stipulate that. Fine. What do you say to people who say we cannot let this country go into default? It's embarrassing, and worse than that, it's devastating for the American economy and for your constituents.
In the last year, I've hosted 64 town halls, and they frankly didn't want the debt ceiling to be raised at all. But cut, cap, and balance with immediate spending cuts, caps in the future, and a balanced budget amendment. Actually, we passed an increase in the debt ceiling.
I know that. But
and the Senate hasn't even had a vote yet. That's frustrating. I think it's incumbent upon the Senate to actually have a vote.
So are you worried about default? Are you worried?
I am worried that the president might choose to default, that the president might choose not to pay Social Security recipients.
So you're going to say I had nothing to do with this. If the country goes over the cliff, you're going to say, not my fault?
The country shouldn't go over a cliff. The question is this: can we solve the problem? Under the president's budget that he proposed in January, that's the only budget he has, there's $10 trillion of new debt. All they're talking about is reducing that by about 10%, which still means we still have $9 trillion of new debt. That still doesn't solve the problem. What's the long-term solution? Does the budget ever balance?
So, okay, well, if it happens, then it's not your fault. That's what you're going to say. So,
well, the president
you're going to blame Obama. Okay, you're going to blame President Obama.
Well, the president is the executive officer of this nation.
Okay, well,
and when he said on national television 9 days ago that he may not send out the Social Security checks, there seems to be plenty of evidence. We even had outside analysis today reported by 3 different groups that there's enough money to go another week. So that's fear-mongering.
We'll have to see.
Well, we shall see.
Okay,
but
Congressman,
I would ask the Department of Treasury to release their numbers so we know exactly what they intend to do and what the case is for future of the nation.
Congressman Huelskamp, thanks so much for being with us tonight. Appreciate it.